Hey, if you're back here from the first video, I truly apologize and I salute you. The audio was horrible on that one. If you don't know what I'm talking about and you're new to this channel or this video and you haven't watched my first one, just be prepared for a very bad audio sample. So, even though I said in the first video I wouldn't push towards a schedule, I kind of forced myself to do so for that first video. I decided I wanted to get the ball rolling on YouTube, and so I pushed out a video that wasn't recorded very well. But I have since set up a different mic, a different angle, and I hope the sound is much better now. But mistakes are human, this is all still an experiment, and we'll move forward with whatever we have. And we learn from it. I also made another small mistake in my last video. I talked about the goal I had for my business based on the fact that I felt a bit behind on my skill level. And that goal was to build a self-sustainable business. Now I've since realized that that's more of a principle you want to work with and not so much the goal that you set for a year. And so I decided to change that goal. But I came across a very interesting short in the meantime by Ali Abdal, who talked about having quarterly goals. And he would say that if you take a goal and you make it quarterly, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right for him to work on that certain goal. But I've decided to make it a bit shorter. I want to have monthly goals. But the end goal of the year is still the same. I want to build a monthly increment. Every month I'll release an increment, and that increment, which is for me coming from a Scrum background, means that I release something that is finished in a sense. Either it's like a full feature, it doesn't have to be a full product, it doesn't have to be a full app or a game, but maybe it's like a new feature within a bigger game or project. But I also want to give myself a little bit of wiggle room, and so I said to myself, a log, such as this or a blog post, is also an increment. But I'm trying not to take that route. I know that's the easy way out. It's a bit like a backboard for myself for when I mess up during the month, and I don't want to use it. So I'm really doing my best for each month to build an increment. Now I missed January because I was so focused on the sustainability side of it. But for February, and we're now halfway in, I already have a plan. I'm already working on something. And I have to remember myself that every month is just running a new experiment or building on top of a previous month, because I can always increment more. And for this month, I've decided to go with a productivity planner. I know it's something that a lot of people do. There are many out in the wild. But also one of the rules of the system was that I would build something that either supports the business, has real users, or in the end makes money. This one will actually support the business. I'm trying to build a productivity planner that is still general in use, but more aimed towards how I want to use it and not so much how others want to use it. But I'm still leaving it open for everyone. And the plan is to first build something analog, just simple PDF files that you can either print or use on an iPad or markable, whatever tablet you have, with a writing app. And then maybe in the next phase, the next increment, I might start building an application out of it, depending on how I feel the planner is working for myself. If not, I'm gonna sunset it and I'll just keep the workflow that I'm using right now. But I think it's a nice little experiment to get into the habit of building new things, getting into it, possibly receiving feedback, releasing it to the world, seeing how it does, how it doesn't, how it works for others, if it works for others, if others actually even use it. But so that's a bit the plan. So the new goal, have an increment each month released Lowest endpoint is a log, but preferably something that is of actual use to someone or myself. With this new setup, I'm hoping I can also do a bit more streaming on Twitch soon. The only issue there is managing the sound. I usually have time for streaming in the evenings, but with sleeping kids, I'm not allowed to make a lot of noise, or at least I don't want to. I don't want to risk waking them up. And so I'll have to see how I'm going to tackle that as well. So yeah, we now have a decent goal in mind. We're working on it. And hopefully soon I'll get to show the first results. And I'll see you in the next log.